So, with God, all things are possible. Now 17:17, so quite a way to go until sunset, which will be at about 21:20 hours this evening. 20:45 on the 13th of June 2022, and the sun is clearly seen as a solar disk above that building in the distance. Yes, this is probably the best time and the safest time to watch the sun in its last half hour before it disappears into the atmospheric deck of opacity, leaving us in moonlight. Now there should be a 99% waxing gibbous moon tonight, but it won't be putting in an appearance for a little while yet. Now 20:49, this is from an elevated view. And the view not so elevated, in front of the Spice Island Inn, just in time to watch the ferry sunset. There we go. Oh, this is quite an interesting manoeuvre that this ferry makes. Well worth a few moments, yes. And Victoria of right, so I guess she was always right. There we go. So it goes, it docks like that. Yes. I imagine it's just so that the captain gets a good view of the sunset. It's even better when it's going a bit faster. It swings round so fast. Okay, enough of hybrid energy for the moment. So now 20:58, so a whole 20 minutes until sunset. And this is the safest time to look at the solar disk. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you can see the dark side of the sun. So now 15 minutes until sunset, and it looks as if it's going to be another cloud sunset this evening, because there's a thick band of cloud just under the solar disk, but we might actually see it reappear at the bottom of that cloud a bit later on. So 20:05, 13 minutes until sunset, and from this vantage point we can see that the sun disk is about 28% hidden behind the cloud. So the sun is reappearing at the bottom of that cloud, so there's a band of cloud right through the middle of that solar disk. And just for those who are wondering when is the best time to see the dark side of the sun, I would say during an eclipse, because in some science circles the moon is in fact a shadow of the sun. I'll put a video link under the video, under this video, to explain the idea of the sun shadow. So 10 minutes until sunset, and there's now about 25% hidden by that thick band of cloud covering the top of the solar disk, and it's going behind some different clouds in the distance, which can be seen quite easily from this position with the naked eye, of course. So this is really something you must do with the naked eye to get a better view. At this point it now looks to be setting behind that building, behind that rooftop in the distance. So a rooftop sunset, as from our perspective we see it dipping down and going to the right into the distance. Now most of the sun is behind that building. Just about 15% of it left to be seen, of the solar disk anyway. And we might see it reappear the other side for a final glimpse. There we go, you can see it on both sides of that building now. The solar disk magnified slightly by the atmosphere at this stage. And reappearing on the other side of that roofed building in the distance. Now 6 minutes until sunset, and a portion of the solar disk is still visible on the other side of that building. So now coming up to 4 minutes until the official sunset at 21:18 and a number of seconds. And the solar disk is no longer visible, just the glow, a bright glow. Now just 2 minutes and some seconds before sunset, and a very bright golden glow on the sunset and on the horizon. .1 minute and counting. And so there must now be just a few seconds left until the sunset, the official time of 21:18. So this is 21:19. So 21 hours. That's a good 2 or 3 minutes after sunset, and a nice golden glow on the horizon. A beautiful and warm, peaceful day on the waterfront. And a lot of these fishermen are catching seaweed. And so there we have the 99% waxing gibbous moon for the 13th, lucky for some, June 2022. So 8 minutes after sunset from the jetty. And a nice shot of the moon. (21:36) and a nice shot of the moon from South Sea Beach East, and we have a nice silvery glow on the water. So the silvery glow, and that's the way to go. Sunset in that direction, and the Isle of Wight and the town of Ryde glistening with lights in the distance.